Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Misael Olvera over here, just trying to, spread some wisdom. So, for the last few years now, I've been trying to focus my mind on business. Money's the only thing that people seem to want, but business needs to fundamentally change. It needs to change society more than anything else. So, I have a simple business idea for y'all. Obviously, if I could start this business myself, I would, but these are the kind of ventures that are so beyond the average person that that's why I give these ideas away, because why not, right? I don't have the money to start this kind of idea. But it's pretty simple, and once you hear it, I'm sure you will understand the common sense baseline reality of it, and how it could fundamentally change the world. So, I don't know how many of you like driving, but it's not as fun as I was promised. When you first start driving, it's exciting, it's whatever, but eventually it's just another task, another chore in your life, another thing that's got to be done. And Lyft and Uber seem to have come to our rescue with the option for us not to have to drive ourselves around. Unfortunately, what they didn't think of is that we need a ride. Most people need a ride at least 5 days a week. To work, from work, and then they also have to take a couple trips to the grocery store a couple times a week, right? But on average, you need you need 14 trips a week, something like that, right? So it's a pretty simple idea. We need to be charged a monthly rate for pickup and drop-off service. That way we can still have a 5-day work week, get dropped off every day, picked up every day, and a couple times a week or on the weekend still get that trip to the grocery store and the trip back home. It's a pretty simple idea, right? If you can manage to get a person their average travel, and that person pays less than what they pay to, let's say, lease a car plus insurance, then for the average person, I think it would be totally. At that point, it's the conversation is pretty simple, right? Do we keep paying money for insurance? Do we keep paying a monthly bill on a car? And even after it's done being paid off, then there's maintenance, because at that point your car is old and you got to pay all kinds of maintenance just to keep it running. So no matter what, there's this constant expense with driving, with the freedom of driving. So why not eliminate that expense? Well, if you think logically, you're not really eliminating the expense. You're just shifting it over to something else. And essentially, that's what the future has got to be all about. We need to shift. Everything that we do, the average human being thinks that their life is to consume. And that's just simply not viable in the future that we're coming towards. Each person needs to be more self-sufficient, self-sustaining, and anyway, this model is pretty simple to understand, right? So if you can get if you can figure out how much your average trips cost you, and then how much the average person actually travels to and from work, and you could create a radius that is appropriate so that you can still make money. And people still get a service that means that they get to, let their car go. So part of this fundamental change is obviously getting old cars off the road, right? If we're going to have this beautiful future, this utopian existence, one of the first things we got to do is get rid of the junk. So a company like this could take your vehicle from you, right? And that would help them make profit, because they could sell the vehicles, scrap metals, recycle it. They could recycle parts and pieces, use it for their own fleet. All kinds of things you could do, right? To make money off of somebody's old vehicle. In return, you'd give them credit towards their monthly fees, yearly fees, whatever it is the service requires, to make some kind of profit. That way we could ensure that this continues on into the future. So you take the vehicles from people, and that means there's less vehicles out on the road for them to buy as reused vehicles, and therefore more people would then want to join the option of just having this rideshare service that they pay for monthly or yearly or whatever it is. It's pretty simple. It's like a snowball. Once you get rolling downhill, you just can't stop it. So just like, once again, to reiterate, it's a simple plan, right? It's a monthly car service which takes care of all of your basic needs. And if you want to upgrade to further distance, or you live in a larger city or something, you got to go with, it's a multi-tiered system, but the benefits are pretty simple. You get to get rid of old cars off the road, because they could have an exchange program that would give you credit towards your monthly fees. Also, it would give a person the ability to let go of car payments, insurance, maintenance, liability issues. It just shifts society's focus on independence as part of the new social norm. Anyway, just another idea for you out there. That's what I do. The idea man here, Misael. Have a good one.